We did bury the lead earlier. Ben Fadden talking Friars with us here in studio. If you're a Padres fan, you have come across Ben's content before. If you're not familiar with Ben, you're doing more at 19 than most people have done by like 99. You're between your freshman and sophomore year. You're producing crazy amounts of content on social media, on YouTube and elsewhere. And you're a huge Padres fan, just in general. So, welcome to Jon and Jim.
He's like, actually, I'm not a Padres fan. I just like to cover the Padres.
I love the Dodgers.
Yeah.
No, he's got
I like the Minnesota Twins.
You got your Padres quarter zip on, the brown quarter zip, and thanks for hanging out with us today.
Thanks so much for having me. Yeah,
Mike's on. There we go. Perfect. All right.
Okay. So because you cover this as much as we do, if not more, when you hear us go on these rants, like about Eric Hosmer specifically, and
we're
talk
sorry.
about they should bench him, they should trade him, they should DFA him. This isn't the first you've heard us say this. This is not the first you've heard Padres fans discuss this. Where do you land in the Eric Hosmer discussion 5 years into this deal?
Be careful.
Be careful, man.
Well, I can't say that I disagree with what you guys have said. He's played bad. He has sucked pretty much since
the
beginning of April.
He sucks.
That's pretty much what's happened. You can't lie about it. Just terrible numbers. And then when you look at the fact that they keep putting him in the middle of the lineup, hitting fourth or hitting fifth. Finally, Mazara's in front of him. I think Alfaro should be in front of him, if I'm being honest. Yeah, it obviously has not been a good investment.
Right.
Now, when we're talking about what we should do with him in the future, I think you really got to seriously look about putting him on the bench and having Luke Voit play first base. And off the air, John, you were talking about how, well, I don't know if we should put Luke Voit there every day at first base. He did that every day with the Yankees. Like, he can do that.
Yeah, bro.
You can find a way not to play Eric Hosmer at first base pretty easily. And you're right, Luke Voit could be a huge part of it.
Right.
I guess the question then is, with Manny, let's say he's going to be DHing, do you want Luke Voit in the lineup or do you want Eric Hosmer in the lineup? I think there's an easy answer to that.
Jim, why don't you answer that for Ben?
Let me think about this real quick.
So the options for Eric Hosmer or Luke Voit, who's been like red hot.
Yeah.
So you're going to take Voit.
I'm going to take Cronenworth.
I mean, what are they going to
option?
do? Here's my question for Ben.
So you're putting Alcantara at third base then?
Well, you know what they're going to do? They're going to continue to play Hosmer. Okay. Nothing will change. Dude's playing almost every day, whether we like it or not.
I think if they play 7 games in a week, you could still convince me that they'll go 4 Voit and 3 Hosmer.
I can see that. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Well, they're not doing that now.
Well, what do you do? Okay, now let's fast forward. Tatis back, Machado healthier. You need to rotate guys through DH. Tatis isn't going to play in the field every single day. Again, this is leaning now towards Hosmer's playing time. Because if you're DHing the Machados and the Tatises and you want Voit in your lineup, maybe there is a scenario where Hosmer's playing less than 3 days a week, to be honest with you.
When those guys are healthy, definitely. Yeah, because the best scenario when Tatis comes back, right, your scenario number one that the Padres want is for him to be healthy. They don't really care where it is that means he is healthy. If he's going to be DHing and you got to DH him a couple weeks just to keep him healthy, keep the wrist healthy, keep shoulders healthy so he's not diving for balls at shortstop. That's all they care about because he's their best player. Manny, he's amazing. Crony, he's amazing. But Tatis is their best player, so they're going to fix that approach and gear that approach towards who is going to be playing. How can we get Tatis in that lineup? And then that's where you find out who else is going to be playing around him.
Real quick, Jim, do you have any questions for Ben about how to properly prepare for a show? Because look at this. Ben is in khakis with a button down. He's got a nice quarter zip on. He's got his note paper here, and he's got a paper and pen. Okay, you have Doritos and a Dr. Pepper, maybe it's a Coke, a T-shirt on.
It's a great T-shirt.
And you just woke up at 1:30 is what you told our program director. Okay, so those are your words, not mine.
Okay, so first off...
do you have questions for Ben on how to do this job?
First off, I have a feeling that you're trying to kick me off this show.
No, I'm not now, maybe in a couple of weeks.
Only since day one.
Yeah, only since the first day we started, it was like, so who can we have replaced?
John and Ben.
John and
it's
Friend.
Like an ice cream company.
John and Friend, right?
Ben and John.
Ben and John.
Right?
Ben and Jerry.
Thank you.
Good job.
Jerry's.
Yeah. Are you trying to say I'm not prepared?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all.
I think you're trying to say that.
I do want to pump Talking Friars on Twitter. Follow Talking Friars right now on Twitter. Okay, talking like the word talking, Friars like the word Friars. That's Ben Fadden. Tweets about the Padres, has a great YouTube channel, has a podcast, has pregame shows, has postgame reaction. Anything else you want to plug while you're here?
Bullpen charts before every game.
Bullpen charts. What are you,
charts.
Yeah, while you're on dates.
And while I'm thinking of like stupid gifs to put out there.
Correct. He's got bullpen charts.
Video highlights during games.
I put out a picture of some guy holding up a Ha Sung Kim sign.
That's old.
That's old. So at Talking Friars, podcast, YouTube show, bullpen charts,
post-game
video
reactions.
highlights.
Yep. Jeez.
Jim, what do you do with your time?
Watch Star Wars videos on YouTube.
Correct. But Ben's hanging out this afternoon with us.
He's getting a crash course in what not to do in sports radio.
Exactly.
What not to do.
But Ben, thanks for hanging out with us today. Good to have you here. And
Says
Steph,
me.
No, I disagree. I've literally rebounded for Stephen Curry at Madison Square Garden.
For Stephen.
Okay.
Oh, look
at
no
this
big
guy.
deal.
No big deal. Look at this guy over here. Name dropping.
Okay. Wait, his brother or him?
At the Garden.
Oh, Steph. Okay, I thought you said Seth.
Both.
Steph. Okay.
Both.
At the
Steph.
Garden. No big deal.
No biggie.
He works at his game.
He works his game, Jim.
There are kids that show up to the arena 2 hours before the game to watch him warm up. It's just different. He works at it more than the regular basketball player works at it. So when Brent's talking about high schoolers and stuff shooting threes, that's totally different because they don't work as hard as Steph did at shooting threes. Like this past year over again, they got to build the roster out. When you have Kyrie on it, it's kind of hard to build that roster.
It's the best rap ever.
How bad, John, do you want to just kick me out and just put Ben in the spot, my spot? How bad do you want that to happen?
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Deep down, you're like, just leave, Jim. Just leave.
No, I'm not saying that. You're saying that. Next question.
Who will return first? Manny Machado or Fernando Tatis Jr.?
Eric Hosmer.
Well, he's in the lineup tonight.
There's a long way to go from swinging the bat, dry swings, to hitting off a tee, to front flips, to just batting practice, to live BP, then rehab games.
Front flips.
Manny doesn't have to do that.
Jim, just keep eating Doritos.
Safe bet.
Ben's still here. Because this is great. Ben might be here forever. This is great.
Can we keep you?
So Ben Fadden, Talking Friars, is still here at Talking Friars on Twitter and social media. Conservative with Manny or not?
Of course you should be conservative with them. Yeah, it's June. And the team's pitching. If it was last year, right, and we had Ryan Weathers and Chris Paddock starting games, that would be a whole lot different than having Mackenzie Gore and Joe Musgrove, like he is going to be on Thursday, and Yu Darvish throwing 7 innings, 1-run outings to keep the offense in it. They have Cronenworth, who's hot right now. They have Voit, who's hot right now. They have Mazzara, who I like right now. They have Profar at the top of the order. Like, yes, we have Hosmer, who has been a hole, obviously, and Grisham has not been great offensively this season. But we could have what we saw last night, where they score 4 runs, and the pitching staff gives up 1 run, 2 runs, and you could still win games like that. It's not like it's last year where you're probably going to have to score more than 3-4 runs a game most nights, especially the back half of that rotation to win games.
Why are his points better than yours?
Because, John, I don't prepare for anything.
I mean, that is it. When he was saying, I'm like, these are excellent points. These are excellent points.
Are you trying to get me fired right now?
No,
Ben?
I doubt that Brian's
trying to show me up here.
I don't even know if Brian's listening, and even if he's not, I mean, we could send him some audio.
Yes.
442 says needs Ben to be the closer to save Jim. All right, so Ben Fadden is the closer.
All right, I'm done. Peace out.
Ben is still with us, by the way, in studio. I'm turning Ben's mic. Is his mic up? Brandon, it is. All right, Ben Fadden, Talking Friars at Talking Friars on social media.
Less of Jim, more of Ben.
Exactly. So, Ben, thanks for hanging out today. Can you be the closer for Jim?
Taylor Rogers coming in? Yes, sir.
Right, we need more of Rogers and less of Mark Melanson. So, yes, Ben can be Taylor Rogers. Is it possible the Padres lose their hitting coach to the college ranks? What do you say, Ben?
Yes, I think that definitely is a possibility. We were talking about that during a commercial break. Would you rather have Michael Bedard, or if you're in Michael Bedard's position, would you rather be the head coach of Michigan, or would you rather be the hitting coach of the Padres? First reaction would say hitting coach of the Padres, but that job, they are made to get fired. It's a job you're hired to be fired.
How many hitting coaches have they had in the last 10 years, the Padres?
Exactly.
8?
Exactly. Now, with Bob Melvin, I think he's going to be there throughout his contract, but the contract probably isn't going to be that long. He's trying to win a World Series, and hopefully that World Series comes in the next few years. Mm-hmm. And so, Bedard, I think he definitely will consider the Michigan job. Michigan is one of the elite college baseball programs in the country as well. It's not like he's going to name a university, Ohio University or whatever. Like he's going to Michigan. That's a huge baseball school.
Jim, where's your breakdown like that?
I'm going to get fired.
But 619 says, if we get rid of Hosmer, the Padres fans will turn on the Padres. If the Padres traded Eric Hosmer, would there be a riot?
No, there'd be a celebration.
Exactly.
619, who's the Padres' third best player behind Tatis and Machado?
Cronenworth.
This is great. I love having Ben here.
I mean, if you don't want to include Musgrove's pretty good too, but...
Exactly what I would have said, Ben. All right, tonight, midnight, Obi-Wan Kenobi season finale.
This is it?
This is it.
We never have to hear about it again after tonight?
Oh, no, you'll hear about it.
It's going to be second season?
We might do the entire show tomorrow on it, unless something crazy happens tonight in the Padres game.
Ben and I aren't doing that.
Well...
Ben, did you watch this?
No idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. He doesn't even know what we're talking about.
You are
He's
literally
Jon Schaeffer,
you are
20 years
literally
younger.
perfect for John.
Yes.
If John could kick me out right now, he would do it in a second.
Yeah, I just need to file a report to
Now,
HR.
Ben, have you seen Star Wars or a Star Wars movie?
Probably not a full Star Wars movie.
Oh my god, dude.
Well, he's already ahead of John, though.
Drew, because he's seen partial.
Yeah.
I go to my brother for that stuff.
What else do you watch real quick, like for fun? If it's not Padres or sports, we're all watching sports. Don't get me wrong. Is there a show or a type of show that you would like watch at all? Is a movie here and there? Or?
I mean, well, my favorite movies are sports: Moneyball, Field of Dreams.
Dude, he is like
this weekend.
You're John
probably
2.0.
watch the Adam Sandler Hustle movie.
I want to see that too. I just haven't had time because of the Padres.
Right.
It's a good movie. Hustle. I've watched it. It's very good.
Okay.
Thanks for your analysis.
That's it. I'm done. Have a good week. Have a good night, everybody.
I'll see
Tuesday. I'm done. That's the week. My week is over.
Ben. This is amazing.
I could take Annie, okay, but
you can take it from me.
Just destroying me.